I'm with Mahera Ghareeb from Ma'an Lil Hayat. Mahera, what is Ma'an Lil Hayat?
Well, Ma'an Lil Hayat is a workshop for people with intellectual disabilities where people with and without disabilities share life, work, and together.
And when was the organization established and why?
It was established in July 2007, so 3 years ago. And because there's a big need in Palestine in general and in the Bethlehem area in particular for such projects for people with intellectual disabilities. We have some schools, some centers for children, but when they are grown up, they have nothing to do. Either they are locked at home or doing nothing or running around in the streets. So we thought to open this workshop in order to work together with them, in order to let them feel and live like all family members who leave in the morning to work and then come back in the afternoon.
So you're working mainly with adults rather than children. What sort of age group are you working with?
So they are adults over 16 years old. So this is the age after we looked and after we did a little survey, we discovered that this is the age that they have nothing to do when they reach 16 years old.
So what do you teach them here at the workshop?
We teach them how to do felt products from sheep wool, from the Bethlehem sheep wool. And then we work together, assistants with people with intellectual disabilities. We do felt products like nativity scenes, because we are from Bethlehem. We were looking for a product that can be sold easily. So we are doing now nativity scenes, Christmas ornaments, many other things, and we are selling our products.
Are there many sheep in the Bethlehem area?
Yeah, this was also uh, one of the reasons why we chose first we chose to have a workshop and to work with adults with mental disabilities. But then we were thinking what to do. We didn't want to do something that is done a lot in the area. And so we heard about felt, and we thought it will be very reasonable to help the farmers, because we are very close to the shepherd's field, and a lot of shepherds, a lot of sheep, but they do nothing with the wool. Long ago they used to do weaving or knitting, but nowadays nobody is using this wool. So most of the farmers, they are throwing it, they throw it. Now we are offering a reasonable income for the farmers when we buy the wool from them and do felt out of it.
So now you're recycling for the sheep as well. How much wool do you get through?
Actually, it's about 100 kilo per month now we are using. In the beginning it was much less, and we used to buy the wool from from a mother of one of the disabled people who come here. Her name is Maha, so we used to buy the wool from Maha's mother. But lately, because we are selling a lot, we are using more wool. The wool from Maha's mother is not enough. So she is buying the wool from other farmers, and then she cleans it, and we buy it from her cleaned.
So is there a shortage of sheep at the moment in Bethlehem?
Not yet. Not yet.
And is it expensive to buy wool?
Well, the wool itself, it's not expensive because, as I told you, nobody is buying it. So instead of throwing it, they sell it for a very little price, little money. But the expensive thing is washing the wool, because also our land, our fields, it's not grass like in Europe or New Zealand. Our land is full of rocks and stones, so it's very, very difficult to wash it. We pay 1/4 of the amount for the wool and 3/4 for washing it. Yeah. And here at the workshop, it is impossible and very difficult for us to clean it here. So the farmers, they clean it and we buy it from them ready to be felted.
Wow. And then when you've made the product, like the nativity scenes, how do you sell them? Where do you sell them to?
There are few shops, fair trade shops here in Palestine, in Bethlehem and Jerusalem. And also we sell them abroad to the other large communities in the world. They buy from us and they sell it abroad, especially at Christmas time, and also to several churches in the world.
So the work that the adults are doing, is this bringing them dignity as they do this work?
Yeah, sure. If you can see that we have three main objectives. We have therapeutic objectives where the work itself, it raises the self-esteem, and for people with disabilities, they let them feel that they are doing really reasonable work. And also we have social objectives. We encourage people to know more about their abilities, to use their abilities also in different ways, and to become more aware of the needs and realities of other people, to work as part of a team for the assistance. And also we work with the families as well, how to deal with their children and to how to accept their children. Many families, they also do not accept that they have a child with disability. And the third objective is the economic objective, where they get pocket money every week. So on Friday, it's our pocket money day. And this pocket money, it is saved here at the center. Each one has a wallet where they save their money, and for the occasions we go with them shopping. They choose their for example, on the Mother's Day, we go with them to buy the presents for the mothers, which is the first and only time for the mothers to have a present from their disabled child, from his work, from his own money, and he or she chose the present. Also, the money is used, their pocket money is used for buying new clothes, new needs, any need they need it. We go together and we take it as a possibility to teach them how to use this money and how money is used.
So it's very important to get the families engaging with their disabled people as well.
Yeah, of course. And we are working together parallel with the families, because we cannot do something here or focus on something here, and when the people go home, then they are treated in another way. We should work together with the families and teach them how to continue what we do during the day. The families should continue. And this relationship is through a notebook. There's a notebook that we write every day to the family, what we did with their children, and they write back what happened in the afternoon, so that we communicate by this notebook. Also, we call them every now and then when it is necessary and the notebook is not enough. So we make phone calls with the families, and we make individual meetings with them, and twice a year we have meetings with all the families.
So it's good to engage with the families, but how easy is it to get these disabled people involved in the community as well?
Yeah, as I told you, as I mentioned, one thing is that we go shopping with them. So when people in the streets, in the shops, see people with disabilities with the assistants going for a walk, going shopping, then it changes the idea. This is one thing. For example, last week we went for a picnic to the north, to Nablus. We went together with the families, and also it changes the idea, it changes the how people look at people with disabilities. And also we do lectures for the community. For example, in March, last March, Jean Vanier, who established l'Arche in the world, who founded l'Arche, visited Bethlehem last March. And we invited people for a conference or a lecture that Jean Vanier gave to people. So we invited so many people and so many organizations. 450 people attended, which was really great. We didn't expect this people, this number of people to come. Also, during that event, we did a little sketch. People with disabilities, with the assistants, we did a little sketch about the needs and human fragility, and so it was a very nice sketch. The families even didn't expect to see their children on stage speaking, and
So it's breaking barriers.
yes, it is. Yeah.
What would these adults be doing if they weren't here? Would they be just messing around on the street or being locked away?
Yes, as I told you, that when they reach this age, there are no places for them to go, no centers, no workshops, no work opportunities. So either they are at home or in the streets.
Do disabled people have a lot to give?
Of course. And our work here at Ma'an Lil Hayat is the real evidence, and what we produce, what we are selling, how we deal with each other is a perfect example that people with disabilities have real abilities and real gifts to share with people.
And how are you funded?
Well, through our sales in the first thing. For example, in 2011, we could cover nearly half of our expenses, and the rest it was donations from other donors, organizations.
So you're living by faith really every day.
Yes, we are, as we are large, but we are Muslims and Christians together, the people with disabilities and the assistants. So we are trying to thank God in general, to pray for God and not for Jesus or Prophet Muhammad, because as we are large, we try to encourage each one to strengthen his or her faith.
So you're a real example of unity here.
Yes, and we are very glad and very happy. Now we are 15 people with disabilities, 13 Muslims and 2 Christians. The assistants, we are 6, 4 Christians and 2 Muslims. And since 3 years, we are really living peacefully together, loving each other, and looking at each other as human beings and not as Muslims or Christians, not people with disabilities or people without disability. We are all living together, working together, loving each other.
And why do you personally do what you do?
Actually, I love it. And when I enter the workshop here, I just forget all my problems. Each person has personal problems, personal difficulties, but and I am like everybody. So when I enter here the workshop, I really feel very peacefully. I live peacefully, I just forget all the difficulties outside, and dealing with people with mental disabilities is really something very beautiful. I love it. And this is the main reason why I am here.
So this really isn't a job, it's actually a calling.
You can say this. Although we get the assistants, we get salaries, not very high salaries, because like all large communities in the world, part of our what we do is is to help people, and not the financial.
And what's your prayer for disabled people within this community?
My prayer is that people could really respect people with disabilities more, and to be more aware about their abilities, and that they are really human beings, that everybody could live with them and be very happy with them. And as Jean Vanier said, in always he keeps saying this, that L'Arche couldn't be the answer, or the answer for all the needs, but it can be a sign for the community. And so this is my hope for the future, is to expand our workshop. But I know that it will not be an answer for all the needs. There are so many people with disabilities in the streets, in the homes, doing nothing. And now we are working with 15. I'm praying that we'll be able to open other branches in order to welcome more people. But I know that we will not be able to reach everybody. I hope that people in the society will see, will learn how we work, how we love people, and they can do the same.
It's amazing. And what's your website for people who'd like to know more or perhaps even get involved and volunteer?
It's ma'anlilhayat.ps.
That's great. Okay, well, Mahera, thank you very much.
You're welcome.